So I was in here praying this morning, and this like feeling came over me that I haven't felt in a while. And it almost felt like hate. Hate just started, but it felt good and it felt pleasurable. And I was like, huh, I didn't want to call everything demonic right now, but I wanted to experience the feeling during prayer, because I'm in prayer with God and I experienced this feeling. And I said, it felt so good, it felt so pleasurable. I said, God, what is this? And then I remember when I was at work one time, this hatred came over me, but it was a perfect hatred. It was a pure hatred. And I said, God, what is this? He said, son, I hate the enemy. And I said, why do you hate the enemy? He said, I hate sin, son, because it causes my kids to hide from me. And then he showed me David through a scripture said, I hate with a perfect hatred, and I want to destroy all my enemies. I believe it's in Psalms. And I started sitting here and I let this feeling go through me for a while, and I just, yielded to it just to see, And the more it felt good and pleasurable, I said, God, what is this? He said, learning how to hate is taking out of context. God hates. God is love, but love hates. Love hates anything that's evil. Love hates evil with everything that it is. And see, hate will give you the motivation to fight. And see, you can't fight without hate. So hate will cause you to fight. And this is where the devil twists it. He wants you to hate people. He wants you to hate races. He wants you to hate stereotypes. He wants you to hate this. And this hate causes you to motivate you to almost lose your life to fight, because the devil got you to hate something that was a characteristic of a person. But we don't hate people. We hate the enemy, and people are not the enemy. Okay, they might yield to the enemy, but that's the thing, that we don't hate that person ever. We hate the enemy with a perfect hatred, and we want to destroy the enemy with everything that we are. See, do you think that if your kid was out there being tortured by a whole bunch of people or beat up, that it's, it's okay, I'm going to love that and accept that? Or will you hate that? Or if your kid is, it's okay to hate. But you got to remember, don't let the enemy towards that hate turn that hate towards people. You turn that hate, that motivation that will cause you to fight towards the enemy, and you'll stop just taking everything that comes to you and saying it's God, it's God. You'll stop taking everything bad that comes to you and saying it's good, it's good. All right? If anything steals from your life, kills your life, tries to destroy your life, that is evil. And you got to stop laying down and letting the devil sit there and walk on you anytime he wants, because you're so afraid to do anything and you think it might be God. So you just lay down and let the enemy does whatever he wants. You know what resisting is? Fighting. And it says, after you've done all that you can do, then stand. You guys, we got to get our hatred back. You got to get this perfect hatred. And if you don't believe God hates, search your scripture. He hates evil. And what's evil? Demons. What's sin? Demons. Everybody keeps telling me how they're a dirty little sinner. I'm a sinner, I'm a sinner, I'm a sinner. It's okay for me to sin. But sin is the devil. You are not the devil. Wake up. I don't care what you think you know. Okay? You are not a sinner. Any sin that's messing with you is not who you are. It's the devil messing with you, making you believe that you're the devil. Okay? So you got to get this perfect hatred, and you stop just taking everything that comes in your life and realize that you are a warrior. You are a lion too. If you're to be like your daddy is a lion and a lamb. I never seen a gentle little lion just come out there, but he's the lion of lions, because it says this. It says the devil comes roaring like a lion. So guess what? You're another one lion. Like the devil, Scar is the devil, Scar is the devil, and you're Mufasa. You're Simba. Are you going to sit there and just let Scar walk all over you? You're going to sit there and just let Scar destroy everything in your life? You're going to sit there and let Scar bring sickness on you? You're going to sit there and let Scar mess up your family and put your family on drugs and do this and that, and then just keep accepting it, because hate is the only thing that will motivate you to keep on fighting until the day you die. So it's time to be a lion too, with boldness, guys. Love is a good thing, but if you love, then you hate what is evil. Because if you really loved your wife and you really loved your kids, you don't want them getting sick. You don't want them on drugs. You don't want their lives getting messed up. You don't want all this messed up stuff happen to them. If you were in control of your kid's life, right, you would not want that evil upon them. So it's time that we stop laying down and saying everything's perfect. You got to fight the good fight of faith. Fight. Fight the good fight of faith. Fight. F-I-G-H-T. Fight. That means when you start to learn God, you know what's perfect and you know what's good, and you're going to fight with everything that's inside of you to see heaven on earth everywhere you go, because you don't care about your life. So it's time to get that motivation, that warrior spirit back. All right, the bride is a fighter. The bride is a warrior too. If our God, and he wants us to be like him, he's a lion and a lamb. Okay, he's both. So sooner or later, you got the lamb on lock, okay? We got the lamb on lock, but sooner or later, we got to learn to become lions. Because this other roaring lion, who's the devil, who's just walking around looking on he can pounce on, guess what? There's a bigger lion in the neighborhood that's not going to let him pound on our sheep. Oh, this is so holy, guys.